Hi, today is the 15th of July and let us have a look at the markets once again. This is the weekly chart of the Nifty, and as you can recall, we were in the fifth wave to the upside with 1, 2, 3 and 4th waves are complete and the fifth wave is ongoing. That has been the working count as of now. Now let us look at this price action in more detail. This is the daily chart, and in the daily chart we have a three-wave move here which we have labeled as wave 4. Then we had a big wave up and then a majorly sideways movement for almost 2 months. Now this sideways movement was very prolonged, and if we see, it looks as though it was an ascending triangle in the making. The Nifty last week broke through this sideways consolidation and has been going up. Now if you look at the Nifty as it is, this looks good. This looks set for new highs, and one needs to be long in the Nifty for all practical purposes. But if you look beneath the surface, there are a few issues. This move certainly is impulsive, and this is a corrective, this corrective, and this is a corrective move. And therefore, we could label it as a 1, 2, 1, 2 kind of a movement. But this wave up to the upside is clearly 3 waves and not 5. So that is the first problem here. So we have a 3 and a 3 and then a breakout. So what is going on? So we'll come back to this in a little while and see if we have any other alternative wave counts as of now. But for the time being, we will label this as an up move and an impulse which is going up in a 1, 2, 1, 2 fashion. Now this is a chart of the Nifty mid-cap index. The mid-cap index is now well below its 200 DMA, and even on a weekly chart it still looks pretty weak, and we can clearly make out a head and shoulder formation here which is more easily seen on the daily chart. A nice head and shoulder formation. This obviously did not go through the trend line, neckline, and bounced back, but is trying to retest the neckline again. Now if this neckline of the head and shoulders is to break in the coming sessions, then we are likely to see a further fall of the mid caps. And as such, we have now a 3-wave move to the downside and another 3-wave move developing on the downside. So we are looking at a zigzag formation to the downside in the mid cap index, which certainly has not been complete as of yet. So we would be looking for the mid cap index to make a low somewhere around these levels in the coming weeks and days. So even though the Nifty and the Sensex are going to newer highs, the mid cap index is making lower lows consistently. That is a worrying factor, as you all know. Now, this is a chart of the infra index, Nifty infra index. And this index actually is much more weaker than the mid cap index. You can see that this is in fact completing a zigzag to the downside. This is even weaker. Same is true for the Nifty metal index, where a clear head and shoulder has already been broken and it's going down with pretty good momentum, and we look for these levels to be achieved in the near future. So what has been happening? We have the headline index going up, mid cap going down, the metal index going down, the infra index going down. Everything, 90% of the market is going down. So to get into that, let us have a look at the advanced decline chart on a historical basis. You see, right from last September, the Nifty, not the Nifty, the NSE advanced declines have been going in favor of the declines, with the declines now fairly outnumbering the advances by a large margin, whereas the headline index has been going up. So the breadth of this index has been going down right from the 2018 January top. From this top, the market has been continuously declining internally, whereas the Nifty has gone down and then gone up. So this sets us up for a Dow non-confirmation signal, where only a few indexes or a few parts of the market are going up, while the other parts are making newer lows. So this is a classical Dow non-confirmation signal for an impending top and a trend reversal. So what can be the alternate count for a Nifty? The alternate count could be that the fourth wave down is not yet complete, and this is the A of 4, and we are having a 3-wave move of A, B triangle and C to make the B wave, and the C wave will then come down and make newer lows near the A wave or even below. So that is a distinct possibility that we may go up a little bit more, and then we fall down impulsively in 5 waves all the way to 99.50 or below. That is an alternative explanation or an alternative outlook. However, if this uptrend picks up steam and all the other indices that we looked at finish their corrections and move with great momentum to the upside, then we are set for a very big rally towards newer highs to complete wave 5. So all this would be clear in the next maybe a week or maybe a week and a half. So the rest of the July looks very interesting. Whether the Nifty joins the Sensex and makes newer highs. So this is the Sensex, wait a minute. This is the Sensex which has already made new highs, and then followed by the mid caps, followed by the metal index, followed by infrastructure, which all move very sharply to the upside. That is definitely a possibility. Or the mid caps, the metals, the infra, the PSU banks, they all continue to move down, and the Nifty also turns down along with the Sensex. So this market is now at a very critical juncture, and the next week or 2 weeks is going to be extremely interesting to watch. I hope that helps. Thank you. Bye bye.